right, and then it was time for the DJI Action 6. Trying on some ND filters, still using the SmallRig ones like I did with my Action Nano yesterday. We had a sunny day yesterday, we have a cloudy day today, and I think the DJI Action 6 or even the DJI Nano is working the best when using in cloudy days or light sunny days, not the harsh blue skies and sun. I don't know, it does something with my skin tones. But for cloudy days, it's early on. It's only 8 AM at the moment, so I'm using the ND8 from SmallRig. I got the ND8 1632 and the CPL filter. I'm setting the shutter speed manual today as well, 1/50, 25 frames per second, and I'm using 400 in ISO at the moment to get it balanced to around 0 to minus 0.7 for the EV. Hopefully this is not too overexposed. Hopefully this is balanced. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to figure out the ND filters the best way I can. DJI Mic 3 here, connected to the Action 6. And we have some loud noises here in behind from the church. I think they are blowing some leaves. Yes, I was quite happy with the VND last night. Maybe not the best results because I was walking in shadows and stuff like that. So I'm leaving the white balance on auto. So we'll be changing. It can be a little bit of color shifts while doing this. So today I'm doing the same to see if we can have a fair comparison between them. I'm setting the f-stop to 2.6. This is the lowest, so I can get a little bit more light into the sensor. And when we are getting more to daylight around lunchtime, I might bring it up to f4 so we can get a little bit less light to the sensor, because when the light hits them, it will be quite overexposed, but not at the moment. Looking good on the screen. Hopefully it's looking better on the bigger screen as well. I don't have too many tasks today. I have left off my A7 IV, my memory card. I'm still waiting on some accessories to my new Sony ZV-E1. And the Sony ZV-E1 might come today or tomorrow. Tomorrow is a red day, so I don't know if it will be coming tomorrow. I will wait and see. I hopefully get it before this weekend. It's Easter weekend for us. This is my last day at work. I have done some work on the computer already. I'm a little bit tired today. I have been training quite hard since my race on Saturday. So I need, once again, a bit more coffee. I don't know, I will take it out so we can test out the ND16 as well today later on, maybe by the waterfront. So we have something to do. But this is 1/50. I want to try out the shakiness and see if we can get some nice looking motion blur. Like I did yesterday, I did take it out for my run, so I had some shots in daylight with the sun from Stockholm Stadion using the ND16 yesterday and the Action 6 while I was running and doing my workout. So I can put on some clips for you, a little bit overlay while I'm talking and walking here, so you can see how it performs with ND16 with some sun. And yeah, I tried my best. Went for a latte today. We don't actually need to use ND filters all the time like I'm doing right now. I'm not using the ND filter. I'm just setting the shutter speed correctly, trying to bump up the ISO to where I need at the moment. So this is without the ND filters. So when you're indoors and want to have the regular motion blur, the little bit more natural look, you don't need the ND filters because it's a little bit less light indoors. Even though I'm having lights above me, lights behind me, all around me, I still have to push the ISO up to 800 indoors, even if I'm having the shutter speed at 1/50. It's actually quite fun to try new things with the action camera. I wish I did it a little bit earlier before I went and bought myself a full frame camera, or even I went with the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II for the first, and then I bought a Sony a6700, Sony ZV-E1, Sony a7 IV, and so forth. So I wish I had tried manual in the action cameras a little bit more before I bought a bigger camera. Because you can still learn how cameras works even if it's an action camera. Now with the Action 6 you can set the aperture, shutter speed and ISO, white balance. You can try all things. So my lesson here is, if you are trying to get into YouTube, start with an action camera. It's actually quite good. You can still color grade. You can learn how a camera works. And it's much easier if you want to use it in auto. And it's not the same price like an expensive full frame camera. Start with an action camera. I did it, and maybe take out your phone. I'm having the iPhone 17 Pro with Apple log and everything. I really love the quality videos. I'm getting out even pictures with the iPhone. I'm a little bit of a tech nerd, so I'm buying action cameras for my running and vlogging, big cameras just because I want to learn even more, but I'm still using the iPhone and the Action 6 the most of the time. Okay, I guess we have to wait and see if we can get a little bit more daylight soon. I need to do some stuff here at work anyway, so I will put you away for a moment, bring you up a little bit later on today when we have a little bit more light, so we can put on the ND6 at least and see how it looks. All right, since I needed to go out for my lunch run and it's still a really cloudy day here, I want to test out my action mode. I'm using 50 frames per second right now. The shutter speed is set to 1/160 to get a little bit motion blur. Stable footage, still rock steady. This is how I mostly use my action camera while I'm running and doing my running videos. I'm setting the ISO range now from 100 to 800, still auto white balance. Try to get the EV to -0.3 and nothing more actually. So I'm just trying to expose myself the best way I can. I think the action camera is actually exposing for the highlights, so I can get a little bit more darker, or the exposure will be a little bit darker on me because I have the sun behind the clouds behind me here. So if I'm turning around like this, having the sun against me, the exposure will probably get a little bit better and it will be looking a little bit better exposed for myself, for me, the subject. So hopefully these settings will work. I will catch my breath. I'm just running around here on an easy run today. Still feeling a little bit tired from Saturday. But yeah, here we got a stabilization test, still ND8 on. I was not needing to bump it up to ND16 today. It's going around 300 ISO, so this will be best for cloudy days. Now I know that, now you know that, and hope this is looking great. Let me know down below in the comments. Well, this will actually be it for me today. I got what I wanted from this test using the ND filters, walking, doing some vlogging stuff, running with it outside to see the stabilization. I might do some small changes after if I see that the footage is too shaky. I might bump up the shutter speed to exactly 4 times the frame rate. I don't know, I will see in post how it looks. Yeah, had some fun today, and it was really fun to do a little bit more manual with the action camera and not only using it auto, even though it's great in auto as well. Many people use it. And I like color grading, so using the D-Log M, setting a little bit tone to the whole thing has been fun. Hope you enjoyed and liked this video. Subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace!